Bless the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to jump right to the word because I'm excited about it. Today I was reading David and Goliath, and most of us know that story, but I want to point out some things that we may have skipped over. And while we preaching, we just talked about how he slew Goliath, and we get excited about victory, right? But at this particular time, David wasn't the king yet. He was the son of a man named Jesse who had 8 sons. Matter of fact, watch this. When the Lord sent Samuel to anoint one of Jesse's sons to be king, he didn't tell him which one. 7 of them were in the house, and David was tending to the sheep. And the man of God looked at all 7 and began to anoint them one by one, and God was like, nope, 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 nope. So Samuel was confused, and he asked the father, do you have any more sons? Because none of these are the ones that God is telling me to anoint. And they're like, oh yeah, we got David. He over there feeding the sheep. And Samuel said, well, go get him. And when he walked in the door, the Lord revealed to him, he's the one. Let me tell you, when folk count you out and say you ain't gonna be nothing and you ain't gonna be nobody, don't worry about it, because God knows who you are. He will send for you. But that's not the message today. Glory to God. So at this particular time, there was Goliath. He was in a particular place, and he was telling the people of God and all the army, send somebody to fight me. Send your best man and see what they can do. And he did that for 40 days. And all of them were scared, included 3 of David's older brothers who was there at the battle. So his dad said to him, and I'm paraphrasing, take your brethren some food and just go check on them, see how they doing. When he got there, he overheard somebody saying, whoever kills Goliath, the king is going to allow him to marry his daughter and get some other blessings. And David like, oh, okay. So David was like, man, I can do this. And somebody told the king what David said, and King Saul sent for David. And when he saw David, he said, you kind of young and, handsome, and you don't got no muscles. You can't fight this dude. And David was like, hold on, wait a minute. I killed a lion and a bear when they tried to take my sheep. If I can take them down, I can take this joker down for sure. And that's just what he did. And my point is this. When you are going through, think back on what God has already done. You don't need no prophecy. You don't need nobody to lay hands on you. Think about what the Lord has already done, how he has already delivered you, and encourage yourself that if he can do that, he can do this. And that's exactly what David did. He just thought about what God had already done for him through him and say, I can do this. You need to do the same. Beloved, what you're going through is going to be a blessing for you one day. Use that to motivate and give you faith.